In my past life, I was a veteran. After a severe injury left me in a coma, I woke up to find myself transmigrated into the body of an 18-year-old national defense student. This guy shared the same name as me and had just been admitted to military academy from the mountains. His family was dirt poor, his luggage was packed in fertilizer bags, and his mother had written his name on them so no one would grab the wrong one. I had barely processed these memories when a voice suddenly popped into my head. Ding. The strength in the army system has been activated. A system? Isn't that something that only exists in novels? A newcomer gift package has been distributed. Open it. Without a second thought, I said, open it. Congratulations, host. You've received a Special Forces Physical Fitness Experience card, valid for 30 minutes. 30 minutes better than nothing, I thought. Just then, a deafening crash erupted ahead. Boom. A school bus had collided with a tanker truck, and the bus was completely overturned. From inside the bus came the heart-wrenching cries of children. The system instantly popped up a notification. Mission triggered. Rescue the injured in the car accident. Reward, body enhancement serum +1. I didn't even need the system's prompt. My body was already charging forward. My past life soldier instincts were etched into my bones. When I saw civilians in danger, there was no hesitation. System, use the Special Forces Experience card. A surge of heat rushed through my body, my strength and reflexes instantly skyrocketing. I dashed to the overturned school bus. I smashed my bare hands against the window. The glass was hard, and my hands ached from the impact, but there was no time to care. The moment I leaped into the carriage, my heart sank. The children were piled on top of each other like stacked blocks. Some had blood all over their faces. Others had legs pierced through by armrests. The cries were deafening. What made it worse was the strong smell of gasoline. The fuel tank was leaking. It could explode at any moment. I started carrying the children out, one after another, handing them over to the crowd who had come to help. Call the fire department and an ambulance now. I roared at the top of my lungs. The bus was about to explode. Everyone needed to move to safety. More and more kind-hearted passersby gathered, but few could actually help. Instead, they blocked the exits. I smashed 2 more windows with my bare hands, forcing open new escape routes. The smell of gasoline grew stronger. The system blared an alarm frantically. The bus is about to explode. Host, evacuate immediately. There was only one child left. A metal armrest had pierced through his thigh, pinning him to the floor. It was impossible to pull it out. I fumbled through the first aid kit for a saw, but seeing the gasoline already catching fire, there was no time to slowly saw through. Gritting my teeth, I yanked the armrest straight out of his leg. The child screamed in pain. I hugged him tight and charged toward the exit, barely getting half my body out. Boom, flames erupted into the sky, a wave of heat exploding from behind. I shielded the child fiercely in my arms. The blast sent me flying. Before hitting the ground, I used my last ounce of strength to twist around, landing on my back so his wounds wouldn't take the impact. Mission complete. Rewards issued. Special Forces Experience card depleted. Energy exhausted. Rest immediately. My eyes wouldn't open anymore. In my ears, the crowd's anxious shouts. Young man, wake up. Good heavens, you saved so many people. You can't die. When I opened my eyes again, I was lying in a hospital. A nurse was changing the bandages on the bed next to mine. How long have I been out? 2 days. 2 days. Damn. The military academy registration was the day before yesterday and yesterday. If I go now, I've already missed 2 full days. A military academy isn't an ordinary college. Under military management, even being 1 minute late is unacceptable, let alone 2 days. I tore off my hospital gown. Grabbing my bag, I rushed out, hailed a taxi straight to the Army Command Academy. Saluting the guard on duty, I reported, Lin Wang, 22nd batch freshman, reporting for duty. The guard glanced at me. Shaking his head regretfully, he made a call. Soon, someone from admissions office led me to see the director. The director's face was dark as thunder. He didn't even give me a chance to speak. This is a military academy. Soldiers don't need excuses. What's needed is completing the mission. Missing the reporting time without contacting the school results in immediate expulsion. Just then, the phone on his desk rang. He picked it up, his expression shifting from stern to surprised. He looked up at me. What's your name? Reporting, Lin Wang. Why did you miss the registration? On my way to report, I encountered a car accident. I saved someone, exhausted myself, and was unconscious in the hospital for 2 days. His darkened face immediately softened. Smiling, he said, "It all matches. It's you. The parents of the children you saved found their way here. They're all waiting in the reception room." I followed the director into the reception room, where a crowd of people stood. Some held flowers, some carried fruit baskets, others held banners, and an elderly grandmother directly grabbed my hand. Her eyes reddened. "Child, you saved my grandson. You saved the lifeblood of my whole family." She pulled out a large red envelope and shoved it into my hand, but I quickly pushed it back. "Grandma, we have regulations. We can't accept things from the public. If we do, we'll be disciplined." The director also came over to help explain, and only then did the old lady give up. After seeing off these enthusiastic parents, the system notification sounded again. Task reward issued. Received body enhancement liquid +1. Used the body enhancement liquid. A warm sensation surged from deep within the muscles, then disappeared after a few seconds. I opened the status panel. Name, Lin Wang. Age, 18. Comprehensive physical quality. Strength, 20. Speed, 20. Emergency response, 20. The average for a normal person is 10. Skills, none. Military merit points, 0. Item shop, temporarily closed, requires 200 military merit points to unlock. That means my physical fitness is now twice that of an ordinary person. The shop has skills, medicine, training manuals, weapon modification techniques. I need to accumulate military merit points to exchange them. Once I earn them, the system will automatically convert them. Under the senior's guidance, I collected my bedding and daily necessities and headed straight to the training ground. The 9th Company was practicing formation. The company commander, Wang Zhishang, had a square face full of fortitude. Standing with hands behind his back and legs apart, he looked like a tough character. I put down my luggage, stood at attention, and saluted. Company commander reporting in. Freshman Lin Wang reporting for duty. The movements were smooth and crisp, more standard than many veterans. Wang Zhishang gave me an extra glance, but there was no approval in his eyes, only coldness. He must have thought I was a late-coming troublemaker. Fall in. Yes, sir. I jogged to the back row of the formation, stood at attention, and turned. Each move was impeccably precise. Wang Zhishang's gaze followed me. He walked over, looked me up and down, checking my military posture. I stared straight ahead. Shoulders level, hands pressed flat against the seams of my trousers, heels together, toes at a 60-degree angle. A perfect stance. He frowned and asked, "Your military posture is textbook. Where did you learn it?" Reporting. I taught myself following online tutorials. I couldn't exactly say I was a soldier in my past life. That dark face of his suddenly broke into a smile. He leaned in close, almost face to face. "Not bad. To have reached this level through self-study, you've got the makings of a good soldier." The comrades around all widened their eyes. Big dark-faced Wang Zhishang actually smiled and even praised someone. The next second, their good days were over. Look at them, then look at yourselves. You still can't do attention and at ease properly after a day and a half of practice. At tomorrow's mobilization meeting, do you want to make me lose all face? Under me, Wang Zhishang, there have never been any cowardly soldiers. After his lecture, only I shouted loudly, "Yes, sir." Wang Zhishang's look at me became even more satisfied. We're both new recruits. This is the difference. From now on during training, you must answer, "Yes, sir," to all commands and lectures. If you have a problem, report it. After training, Squad Leader Li Xing and Assistant Squad Leader Qin How helped me carry my luggage to the dormitory. The new recruit training at our military academy is similar to that in the Army, except we have cultural classes and weekend breaks. The two of them introduce things back and forth with a very good attitude. In my previous life, I served as a soldier. I knew this easygoing treatment only lasted for the first day. In the training to come, they would be the ones who drill you the hardest. After lunch, the squad leader taught us how to arrange our quarters. The military quilt must be folded into 3 equal layers, 3 equal folds. Since it's your first day learning, no requirements on length and height for now. Comrade Wang Dahu leaned against the bed rail, pulling a long face. Even the college entrance exam didn't stress me out this much, he said. Folding quilts is killing me, Lu, he complained softly. Are we here to be soldiers or to fold quilts? We might as well practice marksmanship. The squad leader's face darkened immediately. Fall in. The 8 of them scrambled for a long time before barely forming a line. The army demands uniformity and discipline obey orders and prohibitions. Quality is seen in the details. If your daily habits are a mess, can you perform on the battlefield? From now on, the deputy squad leader's quilt is the standard. Whether it's shoes, clothes, thermos, cups, towels, or toothbrushes, everything must be in a straight line. He was in the middle of his lecture when his gaze suddenly froze. Following his line of sight, it was my bed. The quilt had every corner at a perfect 90-degree angle. The bedsheet is as smooth as if ironed. The cap is placed squarely in the center of the quilt. Perfect interior arrangement. Who folded this? I stepped forward, reporting it was me. A soft new quilt folded like this? If you weren't reporting in just today, I would have thought you were a veteran. I taught myself. Had nothing to do during summer break, so I practiced following online tutorials. The squad leader nodded approvingly. Excellent self. Discipline, you're a natural soldier. He turned to look at the others, his face falling again. Look at the ones you folded. Like a pigsty, Wang Dahu blurted out. Lin Wang's quilt was even neater than the vice squad leader's. The person beside him quickly nudged him, signaling him to watch his words. The vice squad leader, however, chuckled. He's telling the truth. I'll have to work on improving. The squad leader directly used my bed as a benchmark, tossing out an order. Sort out the internal affairs and clean up. If you have questions, ask Lin Wang. Then he went off to a meeting with the vice squad leader. Once they left, the dormitory erupted. He was unconvinced at first, rolling up his sleeves to fold his own quilt. Isn't it just making the quilt a bit square? How hard can it be? After struggling for ages, his quilt remained a limp, messy heap. Why can't I make it square? Wang Dahu was exhausted, his back aching. Wiping his sweat, he said, I never thought folding a quilt would be tougher than hauling cement for my dad. I had just come back with water to mop the floor when 2 comrades grabbed me. Lin Wang, we're brothers in this dorm. For years as classmates, you have to help us. If you do, we'll handle your meals for all 4 years of college. The next scene shows me making the bed as a demonstration in front, with 7 or 8 people gathered in a circle watching intently. Wang Dahu even took out a pen and paper, taking notes while watching. He stood at the outermost edge. Though he still wore that haughty expression, his eyes were fixed more intently than anyone else's. One recruit let out a wail. At home, I wouldn't even pick up a fallen soy sauce bottle. This is torture for me. He sighed inwardly. Kids of this era are the apple of their parents' eyes. How could they ever be made to do chores? And these are freshmen who just finished the college entrance exam. Their parents would do anything for them. Lin Wang looked at the worried faces of the new students and encouraged them. We've survived the inhuman exam cramming days of the Gaokao. Nothing can stop us now. We are military cadets. We are soldiers. We can endure any hardship. This is nothing. We just grit our teeth and get through it. Lin Wang was cheering everyone on. Wang Dahu, being forthright, said bluntly, Can't get through it, can't get through it. Back home, I carried cement bags for my dad. No matter how heavy the sack, I could grit my teeth and carry it. So now I have a habit. Whenever I face a difficulty, I grit my teeth. Just now, when I was folding the blanket, I nearly ground my back molars to dust, and I still couldn't fold it properly. This really isn't something you can get through by just gritting your teeth. Lin Wang, this gritting your teeth, is not that gritting your teeth. When everyone heard this, they burst out laughing. At this point, Lin Wang stepped forward and said, All right, stop laughing. We are now soldiers of the Chinese military. We must carry forward the soldier's spirit of enduring hardship and hard work, of facing challenges head-on and fearing no difficulty. Folding the army blanket is difficult, but we can definitely overcome it. He chimed in, That's right, that's right. We need to overcome difficulties to become an excellent Chinese soldier, an outstanding army commander. After cheering each other on, they began folding their military blankets, making beds and cleaning up. Watching the scene of everyone busy at work, Lin Wang couldn't help but recall his days in the recruit company in his previous life. At that time, he was just like these new students, full of vitality, full of longing for future military life. Later, he realized that being a soldier was far harder than imagined. Strict regulations, brutal training, a monotonous life without modern entertainment. However, having been reborn into this life, Lin Wang was very grateful to have become a military academy student and still a soldier, because regretting being a soldier lasts 2 years, but regretting not being a soldier lasts a lifetime. Here there is no social scheming and backstabbing. There are comrades you can confidently entrust your back to. After the two squad leaders returned from the meeting, they saw the state of the housekeeping. Very satisfied, Vice Squad Leader Chin how directly said, "The internal affairs of our class can be directly compared to the graduating class students. There's not a single aspect that can be faulted." As he spoke, he subconsciously glanced at Lin Wang. He knew it was all because of Lin Wang. After Li Xing carefully inspected every corner, he nodded with satisfaction. Then he pulled a chair to the center of the dormitory. The vice squad leader took out a military green oilcloth. Everyone was very curious. What was he going to do? Li Xing slowly said, "Just now the squadron leader held a meeting. It was requested that at tomorrow's mobilization assembly, all new students must dress properly, meeting the military standards of appearance. The school does have a barber shop, but since it's the start of the semester and new students are reporting in, many people are definitely getting haircuts. So to save time, you'll all come over one by one now, and I'll give you haircuts." Hearing this, someone sighed. "I especially got my roots permed during summer break. Now, they're all going to be shaved off. Although I knew the army doesn't allow long hair, I knew this day would come. I still can't bear to part with it." Wang Dao volunteered. "Squad leader, I can help you. I can also cut hair. Are you skilled enough? Don't make it so we can't show our faces. Isn't it simple? Just shave it bald. What's so hard about that?" Lin Wang, the squad leader, and the assistant squad leader, the three of them, upon hearing this, were all stunned. "Do you have some misunderstanding about the image of a soldier?" Lin Wang reminded him. "Wang Dao, shaving the head bald is for prison, not the army. Although soldiers are required to have short hair for training convenience, there are also certain requirements for appearance and grooming." Wang Dahu was taken aback, scratched his head, and said sheepishly, "Ah, so that's how it is. Isn't all short hair? I thought it was about the same." The new recruits sat down one after another, letting the squad leader cut their hair. Some felt distressed about their own hair. Even though he's a man, wanting a good haircut is normal. Lu Yi sat in the chair, watching locks of hair fall, his expression unchanged, as if he didn't care at all. After the haircut, he took out his small mirror and looked left and right, then ran a hand over his buzz cut. Short hair is refreshing. A buzz cut looks good. Even with a buzz cut, it doesn't stop me from clubbing and picking up girls," he said through slightly gritted teeth. Though he said buzz cuts are good, his words were filled with discontent. He was a rich second generation attending military school. First, because his family wanted the military discipline to straighten him out, and second, because he thought soldiers handling guns and fighting in battles was cool. Unexpectedly, at military school, he hadn't even touched a gun yet, and it was all just rules and regulations. It was Lin Wang's turn to get a haircut. He sat in the chair, his back straight, legs apart, hands resting naturally on his knees, a standard military sitting posture. He closed his eyes and quietly had his hair cut. After it was done, he returned to his bed and sat down. The squad leader had just noticed Lin Wang's sitting posture. He was quite surprised and then saw him sitting on the bed like a soldier. Plus, he saw the expression on Lin Wang's face. It was very calm, completely different from others who were dissatisfied, or from someone encountering something new and curious. The squad leader casually remarked, "Lin Wang, the way you sit really makes you look like a veteran." Lin Wang nodded and responded with a smile. He was indeed a veteran, but he couldn't exactly say he had been reborn, could he? There was really no way to explain that. After the haircut, the lunch break was already over. Everyone didn't rest. They went straight to the training ground to practice standing at attention. In the evening, the new students were washing up in the dorm, chatting as they went. This hadn't even been the real start of training. I'm already fed up. Too many rules, you have to report everything. Too annoying, and you can't even contact the outside world. My drama, queen girlfriend, is definitely going to break up with me. Exactly what the squad leader said was too much. I can't even remember all of it. Report to the superior when something comes up. Greet the officers when you see them. Toothbrushes all have to face the same direction. The new recruit counted on his fingers, but started to get confused. Right? What else was there? Lin Wang casually chimed in. Also, during the 3-month basic training period, no asking for leave, no going out, no using any electronic devices, no smoking. When you leave the dorm building, you must march in the most standard formation. Turn at right angles, 2 in a row, 3 in a column. Lin Wang, while washing his feet, reeled off a bunch of military regulations casually, leaving the new recruits stunned. To the new recruits, these were fresh rules to learn, content written in the handbook. But for Lin Wang, they were the life of his past life. Back then, he was just as driven crazy as these newbies. Back then, he also freaked out like the new recruits. Over time, this habit had become ingrained. Strict discipline, meticulous attention to detail, and a neat, solemn demeanor were etched into his very bones. He looked at Lin Wang in surprise and asked, "Lin Wang, are you really not a veteran? How come you seem more like a soldier than even the squad leader or assistant squad leader?" Lin Wang joked, "If you say so, then let it be." The next day, early in the morning, while the new students were still asleep, they were jolted awake by a piercing whistle. Lin Wang, the squad leader, and the assistant squad leader, upon hearing the whistle, got up quickly while the others woke up groggily. Those who were alert scrambled to put on their clothes, while the slower ones wondered what was happening. Lin Wang pulled on his pants, got out of bed, turned on the light, and shouted loudly, "Get up now! Emergency assembly!" The glaring light suddenly flicked on, accompanied by Lin Wang's urging shouts. Everyone finally snapped out of it, realizing what was happening. The squad leader and assistant squad leader shouted harshly, urging the freshmen to move. Then came the chaotic noise of people getting out of bed. As they got up, everyone started groaning. Why the sudden assembly? Holy shit, it's only 5:30. Why are we assembling now? Enough talking, just get dressed quickly. Don't give old Black Wang another chance to punish us. Wang Zhishang, as the squadron leader, was very strict with training. His face was always dark, so they nicknamed him Old Black Wang. "Hey, who put on my shoes by mistake? Now I've got 2 left feet. Top bunk, be gentle with your movements. The bed's about to collapse. The blanket can't be folded right." "Forget it, I won't fold it." The freshmen were still moaning one by one, but Lin Wang had already packed up and ran downstairs to assemble. Wang Zhishang saw Lin Wang was the first to rush down. He was quite surprised, then glanced at the time again. Only 2 minutes and 15 seconds had passed. This speed, let alone for a new recruit, even among seasoned soldiers, is considered quite impressive. He looked at Lin Wang, a gratified smile once again spreading across his face. Having trained so many new soldiers, Lin Wang was the only one who could make him smile. "Not bad, very fast. Lin Wang, did you practice this emergency assembly on your own at home as well?" Lin Wang, report, yes. Wang Zhishang nodded, his eyes full of admiration. "Good, very good. Of all the soldiers I've trained, you're the most disciplined one. Keep that passion alive, and you'll definitely become an outstanding soldier in the future." Lin Wang, "Thank you for the praise, Captain." As they finished their conversation, squad leader Li Xing and assistant squad leader Qin Hao finally ran down. Wang Zhishang glanced at the timer. Time, 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Passable. He waited at the bottom of the dormitory for a long while. Only then did the new recruits come running down one after another. Even though it took a long time, their appearance and grooming were still far from satisfactory. Some had their hats crooked. Others had their buttons misaligned. Some hadn't pulled up the heels of their shoes. Wang Zhishang swept a glance over them and let out a heavy sigh, considering that today is the 3rd day of training, and you still don't understand all the requirements. And this is also your first emergency assembly. I'll let it slide today without saying anything more. Here, I want to give special praise to Lin Wang. Also, new recruits the gap between you and him. You tell me what it looks like. As Wang Zhishang said this, the formation fell silent. Everyone barely dared to breathe because they knew they were terrible and couldn't compare to Lin Wang. Then he immediately launched into a reprimand. "Attention, everyone, to the training ground. Run. Forward." The new recruits started running in a disorderly manner. Arriving at the training ground, they found other squadrons already training. Everyone was puzzled. One asked, "What's going on?" Another asked, "What is this all about?" Lin Wang spoke up. "Today is the mobilization meeting. All squadron leaders are worried that when we gather, their own soldiers won't even be able to form up properly. So they came early for extra training." Wang Zhishang came up behind them and blew his whistle. Instantly, everyone fell silent. Then he sternly addressed them. "At 8 o'clock this morning, The new recruit mobilization meeting. Don't you dare embarrass me. Now we will start with the most basic training. Attention, everyone. At ease. Attention. Dress left, dress. During the extra training, because Lin Wang performed exceptionally well, Wang Zhishang specifically called him out to demonstrate a few times for everyone. From Wang Zhishang's attitude towards the mobilization meeting, it was both extra training and encouragement. There were also reprimands and threats. It was evident that he placed great importance on the mobilization meeting. The new training hadn't truly started yet, but the silent competition among the squad leaders had already begun. No one wanted to lose face. Wang Zhishang looked at the group of new recruits. His expression wasn't good, and he prayed silently. Please don't let me down later. He never expected that. He would become the most honored squad leader later, because he had a soldier under him that everyone envied. In the blink of an eye, it was 7:30. The recruits finished their training one after another. They went to the cafeteria to eat, and then were led by their respective squad leaders to the playground. At 8 o'clock, a group of school leaders appeared punctually on the rostrum. Then a lieutenant stepped out of the formation. He jogged to the front of the rostrum, saluted and reported. Report. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3 all assembled. Please give instructions. The freshman academic dean nodded in acknowledgement. The lieutenant immediately turned around, returned to the formation. The academic dean sat down, picked up the microphone, and began to speak. Hello, fellow students. I am very glad to meet you all in September. I am the dean of the freshman training program responsible for your orientation. Chenwei, welcome to the Army Command College. From today onward, you are officially enlisted soldiers. Before the mobilization meeting, you have already experienced a day or so of military academy life in advance. Life here is very different from what you imagined. I believe some of you are already thinking about backing out. A soldier is not someone who wears a majestic uniform, holds various high-tech weapons, and fights villains while looking cool. They endure hardship and fatigue, rushing to the most dangerous front lines, and often remain nameless. What you wear is not just a uniform, but also responsibility and the expectations of the people. At the beginning, Director Chenwei spoke a lot of official jargon and shared his own insights into military life and his understanding of a soldier's duty. I believe that in the future, he is definitely a qualified Army commander, an outstanding Chinese soldier. A round of applause broke out from the audience. Chenwei raised his hand and made a gesture, a pressing down motion, signaling everyone to quiet down. Then he began to explain the main content of the mobilization meeting. Today's mobilization meeting mainly covers two things. The first is to talk about the 3-month training plan before the new students enroll. The main contents include regulations and codes, drill formation, tactique, grenade throwing, live fire shooting, hygiene, protection, marches, physical fitness. When the new students heard the words live fire shooting, they instantly became excited. Handling a gun, for a man, is an absolute temptation. And on top of that, live ammunition. How could they not be excited? Louis couldn't help but whisper, playing with guns, and especially with the military sniper rifles. Isn't that way cooler than playing with cars? Wang Dao said excitedly, if I become a sniper one day, definitely the sought-after handsome guy in village blind dates. The others whispered teasingly, you being sought after is possible, but becoming a handsome guy is absolutely impossible. Wang Dao, where's your manners? They were muttering among themselves. Lin Wang saw this, still standing at attention with a blank expression, but his eyes were full of nostalgia. There was a time when he was just like these young lads, newly enlisted and not knowing a single rule. Don't be fooled now, they think handling real guns is exciting. But once the actual shooting training starts, they'll all be crying foul one after another. Just the rifle-holding drill alone. If you can endure it. Wang Zhishang heard noise in the ranks, turned around with a dark face to check, and the line instantly fell silent. The dean, Chenwei, stood on stage, and after explaining the specific items of the assessment, added with that, let me give you a heads up first. After the training, whoever gets the highest score, they will be awarded 3rd class merit. From 2nd to 10th place, there will be rewards. Upon hearing this, the new recruits below were all filled with fighting spirit. Next, I will talk about another important matter. Originally, I was supposed to come alone for today's mobilization meeting, but now all the school leaders have shown up. is to commend those who have rendered meritorious service. Everyone, meritorious service, commendation, and a group of school leaders specially came for it. It seems this person must have made significant meritorious contributions. The mobilization meeting has just started, and the new training hasn't even begun. How could there be someone with meritorious service? Could it be one of the squadron leaders, or a senior student who performed a meritorious deed? When Lin Wang heard this, a flicker passed through his eyes. He instantly understood what was going on. Surely it was because of the car accident he encountered, the incident where he saved someone. The public had come to send banners of gratitude, and it had also made the headlines of the local news. I can't guarantee first-class merit, but at the very least, he could get second-class merit. I wonder how many military merit points the system will give for a second-class military medal. How many military merit points can it give? Can it activate the item shop? Chen Wei saw the confused expressions on everyone's faces. He couldn't help but smile. I know you're all curious. The training hasn't even started yet. Why are we already giving commendations? Even I never expected this. And the commendation is for a freshman. Everyone, a freshman earning military merit? The school leaders even came specially to commend him. Director, are you sure you're not joking? The training hasn't even started. The freshmen are just kids who just graduated from high school. How could they possibly earn military merit? Is it just a blind cat catching a dead mouse? Chen Wei continued. This freshman is truly remarkable. On the way to register, he encountered a bus full of kindergarten children that had overturned. A very serious traffic accident had occurred. He resolutely stepped forward from inside the extremely dangerous bus that was about to explode. Rescued more than half of the children. Succeeded before the bus exploded. Saving all the children. Preventing a horrific tragedy. Saving many families. Just yesterday, the kindergarten teachers and parents came to the school to express their gratitude, presenting a banner. Wow. After hearing this explanation, everyone was stunned. One person, from a bus on the verge of exploding, rescued more than half of the children, and a bus full of children at that. There were at least 30 or 40 kids. Rescuing more than half meant at least 20 children. Rescuing people from a bus about to explode requires not just courage, but also enough strength. Even special forces might not save that many. Is this something a freshman can do? It's too absurd, but the dean wouldn't lie in a situation like this. So everyone was very curious. Who exactly is this person? Chen Wei, this matter has already been confirmed by the public security authorities. Fire rescue team, hospital, kindergarten teacher, school officials, and multiple parties confirmed. The school decided to award this comrade first-class merit. The entire venue erupted in shock again. First-class merit, a new student who hasn't even enrolled yet managed to get first-class merit. All the squadron leaders and instructors present were dumbfounded. Not to mention in military academies, even in active combat units. Getting first-class merit is extremely difficult, almost unheard of. In the Army, this could directly lead to an on-the-spot promotion to officer. In civilian life, it comes with special job perks. And when applying to schools, even grad programs offer direct admission without exams. First-class merit is an extremely high honor in peacetime. Of course, it's also almost impossible to obtain. Even if someone gets it, they're either dead or injured. Don't even mention new students envying him. Veterans are dying with envy too. After confirmation from multiple parties, this incident is definitely true, and there's no exaggeration involved. This new student is just too awesome. Right after enrollment, no, actually on his way to report, achieved merit before even officially enrolling. This is simply unbelievable. A first-class merit before enrollment. This new student's future career is bound to be extraordinary. Chen Wei, this new student is Comrade Lin Wang from the 3rd District, 9th Squadron. Let's welcome Comrade Lin Wang to the stage with applause to receive his certificate and military medal. Applause erupted instantly in the venue. Everyone was looking around, curiously searching for this new student. Other squadron leaders cast envious and jealous glances at Wang Zhishan. Such an excellent soldier. Why couldn't he have been assigned to me? This is a godsend, a great fortune. Only the people from the 9th Squadron all stared in shock in the same direction, where Lin Wang was sitting. Since Lin Wang reported in yesterday, everyone had been shocked multiple times by his various capable actions. Today, he gave them a huge surprise. The people of the Ninth Squadron, clapping vigorously, the applause was the loudest. The expression on his face was even more excited than Lin Wang's own. They could have a comrade like Lin Wang. They were truly overjoyed. Wang Do directly shouted in his loud voice. Lin Wang, you did such a big thing. Why didn't you tell us about it? You didn't register on time. Was it because you were rescuing car accident victims? Lu Yi couldn't help but pat Lin Wang on the shoulder. Good kid, you've been keeping it deep. His bad habit of being talkative and meddlesome. Wang Zhishang saw this and wanted to scold him on the spot. But now, in his own team, there was someone with a first-class merit. What an honor this was. It brought him great face. He was too happy, so he gave Lu Yi a glare, deciding to punish him later. Lin Wang ran up to the podium amidst the applause to receive the award. Wang Zhishang couldn't help but tell the other squadron leaders. This kid, he doesn't even mention things in advance. Keeps everything bottled up inside. Hasn't even really started training yet. And he's already getting a military medal. Such a good soldier. How did he end up in my hands? The other squadron leaders were grinning on the surface, but seething with jealousy inside. Old Wang, you're just humble bragging. Lin Wang stood before a group of school leaders and saluted them. At that moment, the school principal stood up, handing the certificate and medal to Lin Wang. Chuckling, he said, "Well done." Lin Wang thanked him loudly. "Thank you for the school's recognition. From now on, I will train hard, study diligently, and live up to the squadron leader's expectations. Live up to the school's expectations. Live up to this uniform I wear. And live up to the people." The principal noticed that Lin Wang's face showed neither surprise nor excitement, a demeanor of calm and honor or disgrace. He was quite puzzled to receive a first-class merit and not even be ecstatic. At the very least, one should be able to see that he is very happy, right? But how could Lin Wang be like this? He asked doubtfully, "I don't see any excitement or joy on your face. Are you dissatisfied with a first-class merit?" Lin Wang, report no. I just think that as a Chinese soldier, protecting the people is my duty. The honorary title of first-class merit is a medal that inspires me to continue maintaining this sense of responsibility, reminding me that I should always remember a soldier's duty to defend the country and protect the people, maintain social stability, and assist people in disaster relief. It should not be a record of my achievements to show off. I should not be too complacent about it and stop here. I should, in my future life, study and train even more earnestly so that in the future I can achieve higher honors. The principal heard this explanation, and his eyes immediately lit up. He never expected that. Such highly principled words coming from a freshman. This Lin Wang before him. Whether it's the ability to rescue trapped children or the awareness shown in answering questions now, it all feels more like a veteran soldier, worthy of the phrase achieving great things at a young age. The principal's eyes were full of appreciation. He laughed heartily with relief, saying, "Well said. A soldier should have such awareness, such a sense of responsibility, such ideals and ambitions. I look forward to your future achievements. I hope that in the days to come, you will train and study even harder and realize your ideals and ambitions soon." Lin Wang placed the certificate and military medal in his hand, all into his left hand, then stood at attention and saluted, answering loudly, "Yes. Thank you for your encouragement, Principal." Thunderous applause rang out across the venue once again. The conversation between Lin Wang and the principal made the new students' blood boil with excitement. The new students looked at Lin Wang, their faces full of envy and admiration. They also wanted to become someone like Lin Wang. With Lin Wang as a role model ahead, many conceited new students secretly vowed in their hearts that they would reach Lin Wang's level, or even surpass him. The principal watched Lin Wang's back as he ran off and said with great relief to the people around him, "The awareness of this Lin Wang cannot be matched by many veterans. He truly achieved much at a young age." Lin Wang returned to his team, stopped, and saluted Wang Zhishang. Before he could say anything, Wang Zhishang laughed loudly and said, "Fall in." Then, Wang Zhishang turned his head and said to the two other squadron leaders beside him, "What a good soldier. That speech just now, you all saw his awareness. He just entered the school and earned a first-class merit, and he is extremely self-disciplined, able to do everything to the best. How did such a fine soldier end up under my command? What kind of dumb luck is this? Ha. Wang Zhishang didn't want to show off. But Lin Wang was too outstanding, bringing too much glory to him, and he simply couldn't help it. The other two squad leaders, grinning on the outside but cursing on the inside. Now, they not only envied Lin Wang for earning first-class merit, but also envied Wang Zhishang, wondering how he ended up with such an exceptional recruit. Lin Wang returned to the formation, and the system notification in his mind sounded again. Ding! Congratulations, host, for earning first-class merit. Detected collection of 10,000 military merit points. Lin Wang silently whispered to himself. System, activate the item mall. The item mall has been activated. Consumed 200 military merit points. Remaining 9,800 military merit points. Hearing this notification, Lin Wang felt a surge of joy inside. He hadn't expected to have so many points left. Then he opened the item mall interface, which displayed 3 tiers: beginner, intermediate, and advanced options. The entry requirement for the beginner tier was 1,000 military merit points. Intermediate, 10,000 military merit points. Advanced, 30,000 military merit points. There is still quite a bit of military merit points left, but I can only enter the beginner category. Lin Wang couldn't help but sigh. System, you definitely did this on purpose. He silently talked to the system in his mind, trying to open the advanced options. Even though I can't exchange for items in there, it'd be good to take a look ahead of time. Prompt: your current military merit points are insufficient. Cannot enter Lin Wang. Alright, so I can't even take a look. Opening the beginner options. Upon entering the beginner interface, Lin Wang saw a dazzling array of items inside. Physique Enhancement Potion, 2,000 military merit points. Note: cannot be used repeatedly. After the first use, further use will have no effect. I've already used this enhancement potion, so it's useless now. Beginner Combat Skill, 2,000 military merit points. Note: allows the host to go toe-to-toe with someone of physique 20. Right now, my physique index is exactly 20. This is also useless. Basic Eagle Eye Skill, 3,000 merit points. Basic Cold and Heat Resistant Cactus Skill, 3,000 merit points. These 2 skills are not bad. They should be useful now. Lin Wang continued scrolling down. Basic Makeup Skill, 2,000 merit points. Basic Disguise Skill, 2,000 merit points. Basic. Lin Wang glanced at a few more. Either they required too many merit points, or they were useless to him at the moment. In his past life, he had been a soldier himself. Skills like Basic Makeup and Disguise, he already knew them. There was no need to exchange for them. System, exchange for Basic Eagle Eye Skill, and Basic Cold and Heat Resistant Cactus Skill. The Eagle Eye Skill could not only help him improve his vision, which was good for shooting practice, but also had multiple functions like monitoring heat sources in real time. Among the Cactus Skill, the heat resistance part was something he needed for his current training. Therefore, Lin Wang exchanged for these 2. Successfully exchanged. Remaining merit points, 3,800 prompt. The basic skill has many functions that cannot be unlocked yet. After redeeming an advanced skill, it can be used. When a skill exchange is successful, Lin Wang immediately felt his vision improve. Within 100 meters, he could see a mouse clearly. Beyond 100 meters, he could also see very clearly. It was simply a mobile electronic telescope. This skill is amazing. This is like having a 1,000-mile eye. In the future, when Lin Wang has enough military merit points to exchange for the advanced Hawkeye system, he would realize that this was far beyond what a 1,000-mile eye could compare to. The life information of organisms could be directly analyzed for you. Chun Wei was again on the podium, adding a few key points. There were 2 temporarily added training items, internal affairs requirements, etc. At the end, 2 relatively important school leaders gave speeches to encourage and motivate everyone. Finally, the principal said some official polite words. The mobilization meeting finally ended. It lasted almost 2 hours in total. Now it's already 10 o'clock. Each squadron leader organizes the formation. Some take the new students away to train elsewhere. Others find a spot on the training ground and start drilling. Wang Zhishang clasped his hands behind his back, stood with legs apart in front of the 9th Squadron, scanned everyone with a dark face. The new students all became tense and scared. They didn't know what had gotten into old Wang black again, how he planned to torment them this time. Lin Wang understood perfectly well. It must have been during the mobilization meeting just now. Someone in the ranks was whispering. Wang Zhishang was here to settle accounts afterward. Wang Zhishang said coldly, while Director Chun was speaking up there. You were chattering down here. Pretty impressive, huh? This is a military academy. You are soldiers. When an officer speaks, whispering in the ranks. What's the difference between that and bandits or hooligans? Lin Wang stepped forward. The new students heard old Wang Black call Lin Wang's name. All of them widened their eyes in astonishment. What's going on? Judging by old Wang's tone, he's about to reprimand Lin Wang. He just earned a first-class merit. How could he possibly get scolded? Wang Zhishang's next sentence made the new recruits understand that they themselves were the fools. Except for Lin Wang. Everyone run 5 kilometers to warm up. If this happens again, you'll run 10 kilometers. New recruits, we're doomed, but we dare not speak up. If we complain now, old Wang will punish us even harder. We envy Lin Wang so much. Getting a first-class merit means escaping punishment. Wang Zhishang continued. You're all new recruits too. Just look at Lin Wang. Just now, while in formation, he didn't even flinch in his stance, and he never moved his lips once. Wang Zhishang said this deliberately, to prevent misunderstandings about Lin Wang or resentment. Everyone heard these words, suddenly remembered. It seemed that Lin Wang indeed hadn't whispered or talked just now. He hadn't moved at all. At this moment, Lin Wang stepped forward. Report, I request to receive punishment together. Although I didn't make a mistake, I failed to remind and urge my comrades. I'm also at fault, moreover. We are a squadron, a collective, all punished together. I cannot be an exception. Lin Wang didn't want to be treated specially. At the same time, he wanted to take this opportunity to see how his physique, now twice that of an ordinary person, really was. Wang Zhishang nodded with satisfaction. Not bad. You have this awareness. You really make me see you in a new light. Go ahead. Thank you, squadron leader. After Lin Wang saluted and thanked him, he returned to the formation. Next, each platoon leader led their team to run 5 kilometers on the training ground. The track is 400 meters per lap. After running a little over 2 laps, about more than 1,000 meters, the new students were each already exhausted. His feet dragged along the ground, unable to lift them, struggling to move forward. Lin Wang's physique was now twice that of an ordinary person. Although not reaching the level of a special forces soldier, it could reach the level of a veteran soldier. So now he showed no signs of fatigue. Lu Yi ran beside Lin Wang. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw Lin Wang wasn't tired at all. He asked between heavy breaths, Lin Wang, aren't you tired at all? No wonder you volunteered to run together. So it turns out you're good at running. But speaking of which, are you an idiot? Even if you can run well, this is still 5 kilometers. Why put yourself through all this for nothing? You're a pretty loyal guy. Didn't abandon the brothers to enjoy yourself. Wang Dahu said, out of breath. Lin Wang, tell me, why are you being punished with us? Even if you didn't run, we wouldn't have any complaints about you. The other roommates also chimed in. Lin Wang, you're a true friend. Share joys and sorrows together. Even running, you do it together. Now, everyone in the company speaks highly of Lin Wang. They all think it's decent of him to endure punishment together. Good buddy, Lin Wang said slowly. We won't be running together. As soon as he said that, he broke ranks and ran over to the platoon leader leading the team. Report, platoon leader. I'd like to pick up the pace a bit. Lin Wang's main purpose in proposing to share the punishment was to see how his current physical condition really was. Seeing that Lin Wang didn't seem too strained, the platoon leader said, all right, go ahead. Take it easy, don't wear yourself out, and affect the rest of the training. Yes, thank you, platoon leader. Lin Wang acknowledged and accelerated forward. In an instant, he opened a significant gap between himself and his 3rd platoon, and his speed was still visibly increasing. The recruits in the 3rd row were stunned at the sight. Wang Dao, my dear mother, Lin Wang is actually still able to sprint faster. Lu Yi, this guy has incredible stamina. No way he's already run over 1,000 meters. And Lin Wang is still accelerating like crazy. From a distance, the instructor Wang Min, watching the recruits, asked in surprise, is the one running at the front Lin Wang, who earned a first-class merit? Wang Zhishang beside him also looked equally surprised. That's Lin Wang, that kid. I never expected him to have such great stamina. This kid is impressive, highly disciplined. Great physical fitness and strong self-control. He's a good soldier, Wang Min exclaimed directly. I have a feeling that Lin Wang will be the best among this group. Maybe even in the entire district. Wang Zhishang laughed heartily and said, let's not jump to conclusions too early. The 3 months of recruit training have just begun. Brutal military training projects were still waiting for him. That's no easy feat. Besides, the entire district is full of outstanding freshmen. Lin Wang is only good at physical fitness. Having high awareness doesn't mean he's good at everything. Lin Wang arrived at the front of the formation. When the freshmen from other rows saw this, they couldn't help but exclaim, wow, who's so fierce? That guy is Lin Wang, the one who got first-class merit. He's run 2 kilometers, and he can still sprint this fast. No way, I have to catch up too. A few competitive freshmen who could run well started reporting to their squad leaders, requesting to speed up and compete with Lin Wang. More and more people were reporting, and gradually, the collective running in formation turned into free running. Soon, several freshmen who were good at running sprinted hard to catch up with Lin Wang. The freshmen couldn't help but smile, each thinking they could take first place. Little did they know, Lin Wang was just running at a steady pace at this time, which was already their limit. Wang Zhishang and Wang Min, watching from a distance, exchanged a glance. He said, from the looks of it, Lin Wang is the one with the best physical fitness in our squad. They have led troops for many years. With sharp eyes, they could tell at a glance that the frontmost few. Lin Wang had the best physical fitness. Sure enough, in the last 3 laps, when there was still over 1,000 meters to the finish, Lin Wang suddenly accelerated and sprinted forward at top speed. Lin Wang took the lead by a wide margin, far leaving behind the few, fast, new students around him. Damn, Lin Wang still has the energy to sprint? Could it be that he wasn't running at full strength just now? Now, I really can't compare. Lin Wang suddenly accelerated and sprinted up, spurring a few people around him to also pick up speed. But unfortunately, they had already been running at their fastest speed, and after several laps, they had little stamina left. So after just a few steps, they couldn't keep sprinting. This was already their limit. Only one person was chasing desperately behind Lin Wang. His name was Wu Xiong, who had great stamina. He was very good at long-distance running. Damn, Lin Wang, this guy. Why did he start sprinting early? Shouldn't he sprint only on the last lap? Wu Xiong chased after Lin Wang with all his might. The gap was slowly widening. He was running out of energy. Coming to the last 2 laps, Wu Xiong saw Lin Wang speed up again. Only then did he realize that the previous lap was just Lin Wang's warm-up for the final sprint. In the blink of an eye, Lin Wang reached the finish line. He was more than 1 lap ahead of Wu Xiong. Compared to those who had started chasing him, he was almost 2 laps ahead. As for the others, he was countless laps ahead. Lin Wang arrived at the finish line. He didn't stop immediately. Instead, he transitioned from a fast run to a jog and then to a slow walk. Give your body a chance to recover. This is a technique for long-distance running. Otherwise, you'll get dizzy and injure your muscles. He was panting and grinning at the same time. Not bad, his current physical condition was on par with his previous life, and he felt there was still plenty of room for improvement. After Wang Zhishang and Wang Min saw this, they exchanged smiles. Lin Wang's speed and stamina had already reached the level of a veteran soldier. With training, Lin Wang would certainly become a renowned elite soldier in the squadron. Wang Zhishang had been observing Lin Wang, a full smile on his face. This Lin Wang had given him another surprise. He didn't expect his stamina and speed to be this good. He is highly conscientious and capable, has a good physique and extreme self-discipline. He's a top-notch prospect. In the team, the platoon leader and squad leader, who hadn't run at full speed, when they saw Lin Wang reach the finish line, couldn't help but be startled. Lin Wang runs way too fast. At the same time, they felt relieved in their hearts. Lucky I didn't go all out, or losing to Lin Wang, a rookie, would have been too humiliating. They could never imagine that in future training, they would gradually get used to losing to Lin Wang. Wu Xiong panted heavily as he reached the finish line, staring resentfully at Lin Wang ahead of him. This was the first time he hadn't come first in a run. The other recruits who had caught up to Lin Wang earlier arrived at the finish one after another, completely out of breath. They never expected Lin Wang to be such a strong runner. Truly, there's always someone better. I thought I was one of the fastest among the new recruits. But compared to Lin Wang, I'm nothing. Gotta say, if you're gonna compete, compete with the best. When I sprinted with Lin Wang just now, I clearly felt myself break through my previous limits. The other new recruits haven't even reached the finish line yet, looking like they're half dead already. Back in high school, the 1500-meter fitness test would have wiped them out. Besides, this is a 5,000-meter run. On the last lap, some couldn't keep running. They started walking while clutching their stomachs. Wang Zhishang didn't punish them too harshly for this. Instead, he said to instructor Wang Min, "Go over there, half punishment, half encouragement. Make those stragglers finish the run." Wang Zhishang's punishment for them wasn't just about discipline. Training was the main goal. Training requires a gradual approach. You can't expect to become a heavyweight overnight. And you certainly can't turn into a special forces soldier in one go. So he had instructor Wang Min go over to encourage them. Between the two of them, one needed to play the bad cop, and the other the good cop. Lin Wang reached the finish line. About 15 minutes later, the new recruits gradually all arrived at the finish line. Wang Zhishang ordered each squad leader to guide their new recruits in doing exercises to relieve muscle soreness. After that, they rested on their own for a while. During the break, Lin Wang was in Squad 3, Class 3. All the new students gathered around Lin Wang. Lin Wang, you sure know how to hide your strength. I didn't expect you to run so fast. No wonder you chose to be punished with us. You were just here to show off your skills. Wang Dao, Lin Wang, tell me honestly, with that speed, how did you train to get that fast? Lin Wang gave a slight smile. He said softly, I didn't train specifically for it. It's natural. I can't exactly say I have a system. He must be cheating, the crowd exclaimed. Lin Wang, that's such a humble brag. Next up was formation drills. Wang Zhishang held a twig, weaving back and forth through the ranks. Whenever he saw someone's posture was off, he'd give a reminder a smack on the rear. Don't stick your butt out. He tapped someone's stomach. Suck in your gut, chest out, eyes forward. Middle fingers aligned with the seams of your pants. Before long, the new recruits couldn't hold out any longer. Many people started swaying unsteadily, occasionally stumbling. In the blink of an eye, training ended. After dinner, everyone returned to the dormitory. In other dorms, they collapsed onto their beds as soon as they entered. They began to complain, but Lin Wang's roommates barely voiced a few grumbles. Then stopped, and none of them rested. They surrounded Lin Wang again, enviously holding Lin Wang's certificate and military merit medal, passing them around, looking again and again. Lu, he's so cool. I'm going to work hard to get a military medal. Go back and show off to my dad. Then my buddies will totally worship me. This is the real luxury. Prada and Ferrari are nothing compared to this. Wang Dao, if I bring this back, the girls I'm introduced to will definitely line up all the way to the village entrance. Lin Wang, how come you're so quietly impressive? The squad leader and assistant squad leader held the certificate, looking it over repeatedly. They were equally envious. In the afternoon, it was still formation training, just standing at attention. It sounded easy, looked easy, but the new students found it extremely hard. They thought instructor Wang had been harsh enough in the morning, making them run 5 kilometers, then standing for over an hour straight. Little did they know, his real tricks would only start in the afternoon. The instructor brought them something new. The new students were all intensely curious, because what he brought was a deck of playing cards. What were they going to do with cards? Maybe a little entertainment after the tiring training? Everyone was peering curiously. In the ranks, only Lin Wang remained calm. He knew what was coming next. The new students would soon start complaining again. Wang Zhishang paced back and forth in the formation, scolding coldly, standing all crooked, swaying, without any of the dignified bearing a soldier should have. You people need more training. He walked up to a freshman, adjusted the freshman's head position, then took off his hat and placed it upside down on his head. With a warning, don't let it fall off. Every time it falls, add 10 more minutes of practice. Then Wang Zhishang looked at the crowd. All of you do the same as him. He came to Lin Wang's side, saw Lin Wang's perfect military posture. He nodded with satisfaction, then asked the instructor for playing cards. Wang Zhishang turned Lin Wang's hat around, then placed 2 playing cards apart. The cards were wedged between Lin Wang's fingers and his pants. This is the most common method used in military training for standing at attention. to prevent the hat from falling off. The head must remain balanced to prevent the bullet casings and playing cards from falling. The shoulders and arms must be tensed and balanced. This method is very effective. But for the freshman, it was cruel. Lin Wang, in his previous life, had participated in the military parade formation. He had practiced standing at attention and goose-stepping for a full 3 months. He had worn out 3 pairs of combat boots. Now, this little bit of playing cards was completely trivial to him. Wang Zhishang looked at Lin Wang's cap, which was placed upside down on his head, showing no sign of wobbling. The playing card between his hand and his body were held very steady. He nodded with satisfaction. When it came to standing in formation, Lin Wang was just as excellent as he had expected. Did you all see that? Lin Wang is the model for you. I demand that all of you achieve the same level as Lin Wang. You are all freshmen. You cannot afford to lag behind. From now on, Lin Wang's items will determine when the drill ends. When they fall, that's when standing at attention ends. Upon hearing this, the other new recruits were all bitterly miserable, but dare not cry out. So that's how playing cards could be used. The squad leaders went around, placing poker cards under each recruit's arms. Then they did it to each other. Standing at attention together, the recruits clenched their mouths tight, cursing inwardly, one after another. Old Wang Black, how could you be so ruthless? Damn, I thought coming to military academy meant studying weapons or scaling walls to rescue hostages. But here we are, holding poker cards under our arms. And the problem is we can't even keep them from falling. They keep dropping. Is Lin Wang even human? How can we compare to him? While cursing Old Wang Black, the recruits were also hoping that Lin Wang would finish soon. 5 minutes passed. Lin Wang stood like a statue, not moving at all. A few recruits couldn't hold on. Either their hats or poker cards fell. These people were all given an extra 5 minutes of drill by Wang Zhishang. Half an hour passed. Lin Wang remained like a statue. They didn't move a muscle. The items on the other new recruits had fallen off countless times by now. They no longer cared about extra drills. After all, they dropped them so many times already. What was one more time or two? Another half hour passed. Some new recruits really couldn't hold on anymore. They deliberately let their hats or cards fall off, using the chance to pick them up, to get a short rest. All of this, Wang Zhishang saw it clearly. After all, these new recruits were just kids who had finished their college entrance exams. Training had to be taken step by step. So he turned a blind eye, pretending not to see. But this Lin Wang made him look at him with new respect. Almost an hour had passed, and he still hadn't budged an inch. This guy really was a trained professional. The new recruits of the 9th Company had been standing under the scorching sun for nearly an hour. Sweat was pouring down their faces like rain. Beads of sweat the size of beans hit the sand, forming dark patches on the ground. Some people's chests were already soaked with sweat. Some, due to excessive hand sweat, had their playing cards wet and deformed. Some had so much sweat on their faces that they couldn't open their eyes. In contrast, Lin Wang not only remained completely still, but also had far fewer sweat beads on his face than others. Standing at attention in military posture, for those who have practiced it, even standing for 10 hours, is not very difficult. The biggest problem is the intense sun. That's truly unbearable. And the sweat on Lin Wang's face now was only moderate, which was highly unscientific. Wang Zhishang's brow furrowed unconsciously. I have more sweat on my face than Lin Wang. This guy, could he be an avatar in human skin? Of course, that was a joke. Wang Zhishang concluded in his heart that Lin Wang had a low sweat constitution. Sweating is the main way for the human body to cool down. Sweating less means the heat inside the body can't dissipate. It can easily lead to death from heat stroke, commonly known as dying from heat, which made Wang Zhishang nervous. He walked up to Lin Wang, asked, "How are you feeling now? If you're uncomfortable, just say so." Lin Wang replied, reporting that his body condition was good. "Ridiculous. I have a cactus skill for resisting heat and cold now. What problem could my body have?" Wang Zhishang carefully examined Lin Wang's complexion. After confirming he was in excellent spirits, he returned to his previous spot. He contacted the school doctor to come over, worried that Lin Wang's low sweat constitution might really cause problems from the heat. When the school doctor arrived, he examined Lin Wang. Other new students saw this. Their faces full of shock. What's going on? Wang Do muttered worriedly in his heart. It's over. Lin Wang has problems from standing. Lu, damn, the school doctor is here. Lin Wang can rest now. Shall I pretend to faint too? Go down and rest. Wu Xiong. What's wrong with Lin Wang? Why is the military doctor here? Is Lin Wang feeling unwell? Does this mean we can call it a day? Lin Wang was also helpless about the military doctor's arrival. Squadron leader, you really don't have to go this far. After Lin Wang finished cooperating with the military doctor's examination, he continued standing at attention. The military doctor reported Lin Wang's physical condition to Wang Zhishang. After Wang Zhishang heard this, his eyes widened in surprise, staring straight at Lin Wang, as if seeing his first love. That Lin Wang had a low sweat constitution. Moreover, his internal organs were not affected by the high temperature. He has a heat-resistant constitution. This kind of low sweat, heat-resistant constitution possesses extremely strong sustained combat capability. Less sweating reduces the loss of bodily fluids. Heat resistance allows the body to maintain peak combat condition under high temperatures for longer periods of time. Wang Zhishang looked at Lin Wang and couldn't help laughing. Lin Wang, just how many surprises can you give me? With your physique and self-discipline, it's a good thing you joined the army. Otherwise, it would be a waste of talent. Everyone noticed Wang Zhishang's smile. Lin Wang understood what that gratified smile meant. The other clueless freshmen all began to tremble with fear. They had just called for the school doctor, and then he was smiling at Lin Wang. Could old Black Wang have thought up some torturous method? Lu, what is old Black Wang up to? Wu Xiong, when old Black smiles, something bad is bound to happen. Wang Dahu, why is old Black Wang smiling so contentedly? Is he proud that he's drilled Lin Wang until something went wrong? Another 2 hours passed. The new recruits fell one by one and were sent to rest. In the end, only a few squad leaders and Lin Wang, a single recruit, remained on the training ground. The other new recruits slumped on the ground, looking utterly hopeless. Lu, this is just the beginning. I wonder how Wang Laohe. No, the squadron leader will train us next. Wang Dahu, my legs are both swollen and shaking now. How is Lin Wang still acting like nothing's wrong? Wang Zhishang checked his watch, then looked at Lin Wang. The guy was still standing there motionless. He had originally planned to practice standing at attention for just 2 hours, but unexpectedly, Lin Wang had made it to 4 hours. He really wanted to see how long Lin Wang's limit was, but if this continued, it would delay the other training. To avoid interrupting the upcoming training, Wang Zhishang shouted at Lin Wang, Lin Wang, you can rest now. Yes, sir. After receiving the order, Lin Wang answered loudly, then marched in place a few times, relaxed for a few seconds, then walked back to the recruits' resting area as if nothing had happened and sat down. Everyone thought, Lin Wang is such a beast, standing for so long, and he is perfectly fine. As soon as he sat down, a crowd immediately gathered around him. Wang Dahu curiously pinched Lin Wang's calf and asked, Lin Wang, don't your legs hurt? How come you walk back like nothing happened? Lu Yi said, Lin Wang, from now on you're my big brother. Teach me how to stand at attention during military drill. I only stood for a little while, and it was killing me. Another said, Bro, how come you're only sweating this little? Everyone chimed in, one after another. Other than marveling that Lin Wang wasn't human, they were acknowledging him as their big brother and asking him to teach them the tricks of standing at attention. Wang Zhishang and instructor Wang Min, watching from the side, exchanged a smile. Wang Min has Lin Wang, this elite soldier, and can also boost the training motivation of the other new recruits. Not bad, Wang Zhishang. At first I thought he was someone who didn't report on time, a lazy, undisciplined soldier who ignored rules. I didn't expect he would be a gem. After resting for a while, Wang Zhishang blew his whistle and called for assembly. The next training session was about turning in formation, quick march, double time, and other basic drills. Don't think these are too basic, but training them is very exhausting. After practicing for half an hour, Wang Zhishang discovered that Lin Wang was even more outstanding than he had imagined. His formation movements were far from the standard a new recruit could achieve. Even if he himself were to demonstrate, he might not do as well. He could directly join the honor guard and march in the square formation during military parades. Is he really not a veteran soldier? Why does he show traces of a veteran in every aspect? Because Lin Wang's movements were as standard as a textbook. Wang Zhishang called Lin Wang out, letting him demonstrate at the front of the formation. After some more training, Wang Zhishang shouted, "Now by squads. The squad leader and assistant squad leader will lead the training. Pay attention to correcting the freshmen's small mistakes." In Lin Wang's squad leader Li Xing directly pulled him out to train the freshmen. It must be said that Lin Wang, having participated in the military parade formation in his past life, wearing out 3 pairs of military boots, had indeed summed up some useful experience. His squad was the best trained one. Lin Wang's prestige among all the freshmen now had increased even more. His strength was right there. You couldn't help but be convinced. After a grueling afternoon of training, some people who had never suffered before had long been worn out. As soon as Wang Zhishang uttered the 2 words "dismissed," this finally lifted everyone's spirits a bit. Yes, a drawn out yes. The response was weak and listless, somewhat out of sync. After Wang Zhishang heard this, he asked with a dark face and a feeble tone, "Looks like you're all very tired. No strength left now, huh? Everyone, are we tired or not? Don't you know?" His words. The freshman thought it was a concerned inquiry. A bold troublemaker started to chime in and complain. "Captain, we started training at 5:30 this morning. We're more exhausted than dogs right now. My legs are about to give out. Captain, considering how hard we trained this afternoon, how about rewarding us with chicken legs?" Hearing these words, Lin Wang couldn't help but laugh inwardly. These freshmen were still too naive. The captain in charge of training would never be so kind as to genuinely care about them. When something's out of the ordinary, there's definitely a catch. After hearing this, Wang Zhishang, he nodded, then almost roared as he scolded. "This is how you present yourselves in training formation? Does that look like the posture of a soldier? A soldier can shed blood, can break bones, but must never lose morale. Take a look at yourselves now. Tired? Hungry? Out of strength? I have a good way to boost your spirits right now. We'll sing military songs. When your morale is up, then we'll dismiss training and eat." The freshmen were completely stunned. "Wang Laohei, you're truly dark-hearted. A shade of dark that's simply kaleidoscopic. We got up at 5:30 for training, and now you're deliberately finding excuses to keep us from eating. That's not fair. You're too twisted. In the days to come, the freshmen would discover that Wang Zhishang's twisted methods were far too numerous." Wang Zhishang ordered, "First platoon leader, step forward. Teach them to sing 'Unity is Strength.'" The first platoon leader stepped out. Yes, and then he walked to the front of the formation and began teaching everyone to sing. "Next, I'll sing one line, and you follow along with one line. 'Unity is strength.' Everyone, unity is strength." First platoon leader, "This won't do. Military songs are different from pop songs. They don't focus on rhythm, but on enunciating clearly and powerfully. Especially this one. It can't be weak and feeble." At that moment, Wang Zhishang cut in coldly. "Don't waste so many words on them. Unity is strength. This song relies on bellowing with all your strength. Only then can morale be high. I want to see your passionate and indignant morale, not your listless and dispirited look, like a beaten stray dog. When morale is high, then you'll eat." After he said that, everyone started taking it seriously. Led by the first platoon leader, they sang the military song with some semblance of order. "Unity is strength." Everyone was shouting off key. The lyrics became a jumbled mess. Some were trying too hard. Their faces flushed bright red. Wang Zhishang felt it was about enough. He nodded and said, "All right, not bad though, you guys sing terribly. I'm a soft-hearted person, so you can head over to the cafeteria entrance now." Everyone felt like crying, but had no tears left. "You call that soft-hearted? We've been giving it our all. And you still say we sang just okay. Old Black Wang, doesn't your conscience ache?" At that moment, Lin Wang couldn't help but smile knowingly, because it reminded him of his own recruit training days in a past life, where the drill instructors were just as tormenting. He, like these freshmen now, cursed them behind their backs. But on the day they parted after training, every single one of them was reluctant to say goodbye to the instructors. Reliving this experience once more, the mindset was completely different, due to Lin Wang's outstanding performance. Wang Zhishang always subconsciously observed him. That slight smile at the corner of his mouth did not escape Wang Zhishang's eyes. "Wang Zhishang, Lin Wang, step forward. What were you laughing at just now?" Lin Wang stepped forward and shouted with a cracking voice. Report. I was laughing at you playing word games. What you said just now was, go wait at the cafeteria entrance. Not go eat. This small difference. No one noticed. When we make a mistake later, you would definitely have us do extra training. The crowd, what's going on? When they realized what Lin Wang had said, they looked at Wang Zhishang in surprise. Holy crap, Wang the Black was actually setting us up. Is his heart made of coal? So dark. Wang Zhishang hadn't expected that Lin Wang would actually notice that small detail in the order. He let out a helpless yet delighted laugh. Kid, I can't believe you noticed that. Looks like my skills still aren't up to par. Since you found out, I won't make things difficult for you. Upon hearing this, the new recruits all cheered up one by one. A sigh of relief escaped their hearts. Good thing Lin Wang is here. Otherwise, they'd have been punished again. Lin Wang is the lucky star of the entire squadron. Now everyone was silently thanking him in their hearts. Wang Zhishang paused for a moment, then continued, in a moment, go to the cafeteria entrance. You'll sing military songs until your high spirits bring out the cafeteria chef. Only then will you be allowed to go in and eat. Everyone was teary-eyed. They couldn't escape after all. Wang Zhishang, did you hear that? After what had just happened, the new recruits had learned their lesson. They answered loudly and forcefully, yes, platoon leader. They were led to the cafeteria entrance. He began directing everyone to sing military songs. Unity is strength. Unity is strength. They roared along. But again, the lyrics became muddled and unclear. The head of the cafeteria cooking squad was a veteran soldier. Hearing a whole squad outside singing military songs, he stepped out. Even if he hadn't seen such a scene before, he could guess what was going on. Comrades, you've all worked hard. Hurry up and go eat in the cafeteria. Only then did Wang Zhishang wave his hand to signal the ranks and said, did you hear that? You can go in and eat now. Everyone replied, yes. This time, after Wang Zhishang casually gave the order, they knew to shout yes, instead of barging straight into the cafeteria. The punishment of singing military songs had proven quite effective. The freshmen entered the cafeteria, queuing for food. Wang Zhishang and Wang Min watched from the side. They couldn't help but discuss Lin Wang. Starting from yesterday's registration, the speed of the emergency assembly in the morning, the speech when receiving the first-class merit, then the excellent performance in the 5-kilometer cross-country run, and the afternoon drill training, plus the little trick Lin Wang discovered in the orders just now. They praised him from beginning to end, with all kinds of varied compliments. Lin Wang, waiting in line for his meal, suddenly heard a system notification in his mind. Ding! Detected the squadron leader and instructor S. Approval of the host S drill training. Detected and collected 50 military merit points. Detected the squadron leader and instructor S. High praise for the host S execution of orders. Detected and collected 50 military merit points. Lin Wang, military merit points falling from the sky. He murmured to himself, system, explain to me what is going on. Military merit points can be obtained not only by completing missions and earning merits, but also when receiving praise and recognition from superiors in daily life. The system can randomly detect and collect them. Lin Wang, what is the standard for this praise and recognition? The rank of the officer differs. The level of praise varies. The detected military merits differ. There is no specific standard for implementation. The system collects randomly. I never thought military merits could be obtained this way, although the amount collected this way is small. Even a mosquito's leg is still meat. Not bad. After the new students lined up for their meals, they all carried their trays and looked for their class tables. Some sat down directly, eagerly shoveling a couple of mouthfuls of rice. But seeing Lin Wang and the squad leader and deputy squad leader still standing, they looked around in confusion, then had no choice but to put down their chopsticks and stand up. Liu Yi was a fearless, unstoppable rich second generation. Today, having been trained so hard and so tired, he wasn't going to say anything. But being this exhausted and not even being allowed to eat properly made him feel very resentful. He took a big gulp of soup. Only then did he stand up with a look of defiance. Lin Wang and the squad leaders did not sit down to eat because they saw the squadron leader and instructor were present. They had not yet taken their seats to eat. The new recruits were not allowed to sit down. Wang Zhishang and Wang Min's meals had already been prepared by the kitchen squad, placed on the table at the center. Only after seeing all the new recruits stand up did they walk to their table. Wang Min said, "Everyone sit down." The vast majority of new recruits, upon hearing this, sat down directly and started eating. No help for it. They were simply too hungry. Today they had stood at attention and run 5 kilometers, sang military songs, utterly exhausted and starving. Many, due to the excessive training, had trembling hands as they held their chopsticks. After Wang Zhishang arrived at his seat and sat down, he swept his gaze across the new recruits and said slowly, "Squad leaders of each squad, you have 1 minute. Teach their own people the dining rules." As soon as the order was given, the cafeteria instantly buzzed with noise. Each squad leader was quickly explaining. They didn't even dare to breathe, afraid of speaking too slowly and not finishing the explanation within 1 minute. When eating, if the squadron leader or instructor is present, only after they give the command to sit down and eat. Can everyone sit down and eat? Remember, when eating, except when drinking soup, only the arm holding the chopsticks may be on the table. No talking or conversing. After finishing, quietly stand up on your own. Go to the dishwashing station and wash your plate. Then put it into the disinfecting cabinet. Back in the dormitory, the squad Lin Wang was in, squad leader Li Xing laid out a bunch of rules and finally emphasized one thing. From now on, keep a constant eye on Lin Wang and follow his actions. If it's really too much, just follow my lead and the vice squad leader's moves. Li Xing had already subconsciously come to believe that Lin Wang, this new recruit, was better at following rules, regulations, and discipline than him, a senior who had already graduated. Though it sounded absurd, it was the truth. 1 minute was up. The squad leaders gradually quieted down. Wang Zhishang said coldly, "After today's mobilization meeting, your new training will officially begin. From today onward, I won't be like I was the past 2 days. I will hold you to strict standards. For any group activities, including meals, everyone's movements must be perfectly uniform. Look at how you all were just now, sitting cross-legged." As Wang Zhishang said this, he glanced at the person who had been sitting cross-legged earlier. The sound of slurping soup was almost like a train whistle. After saying this, he looked at Wang Dahu. He had been the loudest one slurping his soup just now. He caught a glimpse of Lin Wang beside Wang Dahu out of the corner of his eye. Only then did his expression soften a bit. At least not all the new recruits were hopelessly bad. Remember, you're soldiers now. Soldiers must have swift and decisive habits. Don't bring the bad habits from civilian life into this place. After his speech, Wang Min stepped up and said gently, "All right, now let's eat." One of them played the bad cop, the other the good cop. They coordinated perfectly. Only then did everyone start picking up their chopsticks. Lin Wang quickly shoveled food into his mouth. The other new recruits held their chopsticks, most of their hands trembling. Many struggled for a long time, but not much food made it into their mouths. Quite a bit was spilled on the table instead. The afternoons standing at attention had been too brutal. Now their legs and arms were swollen and stiff. He was desperately trying to scoop the rice in his bowl. Damn it, I've never been this embarrassed before. Wang Dahu, having worked on the farm back home, his hand and leg tendons were more stretched than the others. He was more accustomed to standing at attention this afternoon than the others, so his hands were not trembling now. He was shoveling rice into his mouth with chopsticks in big mouthfuls. After a couple of bites, he saw Lin Wang wolfing down his food, as if he wanted to stuff even the bowl into his mouth. The 2 squad leaders were eating just as ravenously. Wang Dahu was very puzzled, so he sneaked a look at the other tables. The squad leaders from other squads were eating the same way. What were they up to? Too weird. Wang Dahu was extremely confused, so he leaned over toward Lin Wang and whispered teasingly, "Lin Wang, what are you guys doing? Are you starving or something? Slow down, don't choke. If you're afraid you won't get enough to eat, we'll grab a couple of rolls later." Lin Wang ignored Wang Dahu. He kept shoveling food into his mouth. With a smack, he finished his meal. He set his chopsticks heavily on the bowl. Then he straightened his back and sat up ramrod straight. Soon after, the 2 squad leaders also finished eating. They made the same motion as Lin Wang. "Wang Dahu, you're done eating already? Why not go eat some more?" He hadn't even finished his sentence when Wang Zhishang's voice rang out. "Mealtime is over. Everyone, stand up." Swish Lin Wang and the squad leaders. The moment the command was given, shot up quickly. The freshmen, with food still in their mouths, stared at their squad leaders. Their big eyes were full of confusion. This is mealtime over? We can't eat anymore? He was fuming. They kicked us out of bed at 5:30 this morning, training all day long, hassling us before meals, not even letting us eat a few bites. This is total bullshit. I quit. He slammed his chopsticks hard on the table, but didn't actually get up to leave. Turning his head, he shot a resentful glare at Wang Zhishang. I'm dropping out right now, damn it. This is deliberate torture. If my dad beats me when I go back, so be it. He reconsidered for a moment. Now his credit card was frozen. If he dropped out like this, the old man would definitely not open another account for him for at least 2 years. Forget it, forget it. I'm not dropping out. I am now a soldier for China. I can't back down so easily. He had come to his senses on his own, not because his dad cut off his funding. So he stood up, still looking defiant. Wang Dahu wore a dejected face and got up too. Now he was filled with regret. What was I doing just now watching the show? Now there's nothing to eat. The new recruits stood up one after another, all with grim faces. Damn it. We've only been eating for a few minutes. And time's up. What the hell is Wang Laohe up to? Wang Zhishang slowly walked out from his seat at this moment. He strolled past the tables of each squad. He glanced around. The eating situation was a horrible mess. There was still a lot left on the trays. Even more food was on the tables. When he saw Lin Wang's tray, he couldn't help being slightly surprised. Lin Wang had actually eaten it all clean, just like the other squad leaders. This kid, how does he know the eating rules? In contrast, the other new recruits, even the one who left the least, still had a third left. This made Lin Wang appear even better. Wang Zhishang looked at Lin Wang with satisfaction. He nodded. Not bad. Then he swept his gaze over everyone. He asked, is everyone full? Everyone, are we full or not? Don't you know? Lin Wang and the squad leaders shouted loudly. Full. Wang Zhishang barked sternly. What about the others? Got your tongues? The freshman remembered the squad leader's earlier instructions and reluctantly shouted along. Full. Wang Zhishang sneered. Full already? You're acting like delicate princesses. Each of you eating so little. Since this little bit fills you up, then from now on, to avoid waste, every meal will be just like this. The freshman teared up. Old Black Wang, please just act like a human being. Wang Zhishang, I'll ask you one more time. Are you full or not? This time, the freshman didn't answer. They had a feeling that old Black Wang was setting another trap. All gone mute, have you? No. He led the shout. The other freshmen joined in shouting. No. Wang Zhishang, if you're not full, that's right, your food didn't go into your stomachs. It all spilled onto the table. Wasting food is extremely shameful. All new recruits get this. Frog jumps for 1 kilometer, Wang Dahu. Why is it only 1 kilometer this time? No, it's frog jumps for 1 kilometer. Wang Laohe. Can't you be a decent human being? The other new recruits silently complained in their hearts. We're starving. Our stomachs are practically touching our backs. And now frog jumps for 1 kilometer? Are you trying to kill us? What the hell is this? Under the squad leader's lead, the new recruits went to the playground for frog jumps. Some tried to slack off. Seizing the moment when the squad leader wasn't looking, they'd slightly stand up and take a quick 2 steps. When the squad leader saw this, he directly kicked them, then dragged the slacker back to where they started. He gritted her teeth and said sarcastically, the squadron leader is such a great person. To have met such a wonderful squadron leader. It's truly as if my ancestors are smiling down on me. Wang Dahu, compared to that, I'd still rather run 5 kilometers. Even though I can't make it look as easy as Lin Wang does, it's still way better than this. By the way, where's Lin Wang? As he spoke, he lifted his head and looked around. He spotted Lin Wang at the very front of their squad. Lin Wang was the fastest again. How can this guy be so fast? If this frog leap exercise wasn't done by squad, Lin Wang would be jumping even faster than he is now. While the new recruits were all wailing, Lin Wang showed no reaction at all. Not just because of his good physique, but even more because he was used to this kind of punishment in his past life. Frog leaps, standing on the edge of step with only half your foot. Punishments like 2 people squatting on a bench together. Lin Wang had long grown accustomed to them in his past life. The new recruits were suffering now, not just physical suffering, but also psychological suffering. Transitioning from civilian life to military life all at once. The psychological shock makes the recruit period feel the toughest. In truth, the training after joining a unit. That's what's truly grueling. After the frog jumps ended, the recruits helped each other back to the dormitory, as if their legs were crippled. Back in the dorm, the first thing the recruits did was collapse onto their beds. The two squad leaders urged them. Everyone, wash up quickly. Don't wait for lights out. Wang Dahu said weakly. No way, I gotta rest a bit. I'm too tired. I even got a big blister on my foot. It hurts like hell. The two squad leaders and Lin Wang took their towels to wash up. When they came back, the recruits in the dorm had regained a bit of energy, started to mess around. Wang Dahu sat on the bed, trying to pop the blister on his foot with a needle. But after standing at attention all afternoon, plus a 3-kilometer run, now his legs were stiff and sore. He couldn't bend them at all. After trying for a long time, he still couldn't succeed. So, Wang Dahu looked over at Lu Yi, who was on the bunk across from him. Hey, Lu Yi, do me a favor. Pop a blister for me. As he spoke, he stretched his foot toward Lu Yi. Hearing this, Lu Yi was completely stunned. He blurted out directly, You want me to pop a blister on your foot? Back home, I have food delivered right to my mouth. And now you want me to touch your stinky foot? Wang Da nodded. Yeah, so what? Whose foot is it anyway? At that moment, Lin Wang happened to walk by with a wash basin. He casually teased. Look at you two. It's not a big deal. Just trade some favors, and it'll be fine. Lu Yi refused flatly. I wouldn't do it for anything. Am I the type of person who's short on things and money? Wang Dahu, after hearing Lin Wang's hint, suddenly understood completely. He raised an eyebrow at Lu Yi. My stomach is starving right now. What about yours? Lu Yi heard this, hesitated for a moment, then replied, I'm hungry too. So what? You Wang Da go to bed early later. If you're asleep, you won't be hungry. As he spoke, he winked at Lu Yi. He had snuck 2 steamed rolls from the mess hall earlier, something to fill his stomach later. Lu Yi's stomach let out a timely growl. Grr, still no way. I absolutely won't touch your stinky feet. A moment later, Lu Yi covered his face with a pillowcase. Holding a pair of scissors, he sat on Wang Dahu's bed. Wang Dahu's smelly feet were right in front of him. His eyes reddened, tears falling drop by drop. He muttered through closed lips. Wang Dahu, your athlete's foot is really going to kill me, you. This old man's eyes. Wang Dahu's feet are too stinky. Covering his nose with the pillowcase was useless. Lu Yi didn't dare to open his mouth to speak, afraid the stench would get into his mouth. So he mumbled with his mouth closed. Wang Dahu didn't catch a word. Asked in confusion, what? Your dad? Are you saying my feet smell as bad as your dad's? After he said that, suddenly feeling he had the upper hand, let out a giggle. You've gone too far. I treat you like a comrade. And you treat me like your dad. Then came a scream from Wang Dahu. The blood blister popped. It hurt, partly because Lu Yi did it on purpose. Lu Yi quickly got up from Wang Da's bed, ran out of the dormitory to take a deep breath of fresh air, all for a bite to eat. He's really going all out. So embarrassing. So embarrassing. This is Lu Yi, born into a wealthy family, very smart, disobedient but loyal, likes to cause trouble and cares about face, often able to bend and adapt. The other guys in the dorm watched this scene, all burst out laughing. Wang Dahu gave Lin Wang a thumbs up. Lin Wang, you're the best. If it weren't for your reminder, no one would have popped the blisters on my feet tonight. Lu Yi, Wang Dahu, you're too much. I pop blisters on your stinky feet, and you go thank Lin Wang instead? A moment later, the freshmen came back for washing up. They climbed into bed, ready to sleep. But then, an uninvited guest showed up. Wang Zhishang and Wang Min, accompanied by the first platoon leader, appeared in the dorm. First platoon leader, everyone in this dorm, assemble right here. The squadron leader and instructor are coming to greet the freshmen. Everyone scrambled out of bed. Then they stood in a row. Wang Zhishang showed up late at night. It wasn't a consolation, it was clearly a shock. What does Old Black plan to do to us this time? Wang Zhishang said a few simple words. Today is the first day of official training. I know it's tough. A few more days like this, and you'll get used to it. New recruits, a few more days. We won't get used to it. We'll be worn out. The platoon leader, while Wang Zhishang was speaking, placed a copy of the regulations on every bed. Wang Zhishang, today, I've given each of you a copy of the regulations. Study hard, there will be an exam in 3 days. If you don't get 90 points, think about what you should do. Oh, and the perfect score is 90 points. Everyone, listen to me. Thank you. Thank you for coming all the way at night just to give us notice. Comrade Old Black Wang, may I ask if you can get a perfect score yourself? Isn't this way too damn much? Wang Zhishang continued. Now put on your shoes and head downstairs to assemble. Find a study room and study for an hour. From now on, each squad leader will organize their own squad's study sessions. Though the freshmen were reluctant, they had no choice but to go, and even studied very earnestly. No choice, they had to take it seriously. With exams in 3 days covering hundreds of rules and regulations, at least 20,000 words, they had to memorize them quickly, or else they'd be punished again by that freak Wang Zhishang.